This may look like a hurricane shelter, but it's not. It's the new place where homeless people can stay here in Jacksonville. They were moved out of this camp today, which had been filled, as you can see, with tents. The city told them they could not live on that city property any longer. The camp had grown from about 20 to a couple hundred tents over the past several weeks.
And to give you some perspective, take a look at this map. People were moved 0.3 of a mile from the homeless camp to the new shelter on West Ashley Street. It's about a 6-minute walk. Our coverage begins now with News4Jax reporter Jim Piggott, who's joining us live from the new shelter. And Jim, take us through how this works.
Well, I'm standing outside the shelter. This is it right here. It was an old vacant warehouse. It's not vacant anymore because throughout the afternoon and throughout this evening, people have been checked inside there. They're going to be staying here for 30 days. For Jeremiah Wolf and nearly 150 others, it was a day of change, something they knew was coming. The city closed down the homeless camp because of complaints and health concerns.
I went pretty smooth, pretty quick. It was easy today. Nobody fought against each other, nothing like that. So everybody helped each other and everybody came together.
They moved inside this facility, which was donated to the city and is being run by the City Rescue Mission. Not only will housing be provided, there will be meals and showers, plus support to help those who want to get out of the homeless cycle.
What I really see this similar to is like a disaster shelter in times of hurricane, when people are displaced out of their houses and the city sets up a shelter. So this is very similar to that.
Not everyone's happy about how the operation was handled.
They moved us from the park to here. I have nothing but my walker and my purse, nothing else. They had everything of mine in the back of a truck that's supposed to come. I have nothing.
Organizers and volunteers are working to try and smooth things out because they know moving day can be chaotic. And I'll tell you, being out here, the people here really won't have free reign. There is a 10 o'clock curfew. They have to be in place here at 10 o'clock, and that's been a concern for some here. So basically now they have, I was at the old site right now. That's been all cleaned up. It's just a vacant lot right now, and they have about 50 people inside now. We're live downtown, Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.
Jim, thank you. Solving homelessness is never easy. Those who give of themselves to help out will always tell you that. News4Jax reporter Vic Michelucci spoke with a community activist about the closing of this camp and what the future holds. Vic?
And Tom, while he's optimistic, this is certainly a difficult day for him to see so many people get uprooted. But he does believe that there are resources out there as long as the city and the partners channel them right. The end goal is to get all of these people permanent homes, permanent jobs, and just a better living situation. As the camp that's become known as Tent City cleared, many people moved to this temporary bridge shelter just blocks away, and community activist Brennan Reed tried to help.
For a few of us, we're only one paycheck away from being in the same position.
Reed shared these videos with us to show us what it was like from his perspective. He says there was confusion where many people weren't sure where to go next. Tensions boiled and rumors ran through as city workers cleared and closed off the property where more than 150 people had been living.
They were promised a hotel at the beginning. They were promised permanent residency. The city fell through on that.
The city did place about 50 people in extended stay hotels, but because of that, more people moved to the camp, causing it to grow.
So if someone is going around telling you all you can't come to the shelter, that's a lie.
Councilwoman Jacoby Pittman used a police loudspeaker to tell people about the temporary housing options. The main one is set up like a hurricane shelter. There are a lot of moving pieces here at the temporary bridge center right now. You've got several different groups trying to help out the people here. As they check them in, they're asking them questions. Do they need medical help? Do they need psychological counseling? What else is going on in their lives? Is there possibly another shelter for them? These are all factors that they're considering. They've got this for 30 days, then what?
So that's the issue that I'm running into. That's the issue I've been addressing with, the city council and stuff. I don't want this to be a position to where in 30 days, we're back to square one, but we're even worse off because now we don't have our ground zero anymore.
This is a step in the right direction, Reed says, but the resources need to continue so no one falls backwards. All right, so certainly there are concerns about social distancing, about health and safety measures, because you have a lot of people that had been living in their own tents for the most part who now are together, and there are worries that coronavirus could potentially spread. That's why Brennan right there says he hopes that they can get permanent housing, you know, whether it's a long-term hotel room or their own low-cost place to live. That will help make sure the entire community is safer. We're live tonight. I'm Vic Michelucci, Channel 4, the local station.